Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is September 8th, 2015. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. What you're going to see here is that the S&P 500 E-mini futures are trading sharply higher. They are trading up by 32.25 points at the moment to 1954 per contract. This is a pretty big move. Futures actually were a little bit a little bit higher right around the 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning time frame. They have faded a little bit, but nonetheless, they're still up in a big way today. So we'll see if markets can hold their gains. Pretty good start to the beginning of the session. You have Europe up across the board. You also had the Shanghai market up last night. The only exception was Japan. Japan was down about 2%, and that should be watched and noted. All right, let's take a look at some stocks in the news. We got quite a few equities out here that are moving pretty quickly. First one I'm going to talk about is Fitbit. This stock is trading at around 34.40, closed at 31.88. I'm not really sure of the exact news, but one thing I will say, this is a pretty big move here, and we'll see where it goes. All in all, this is a nice start to the day for the stock. And again, I'm looking at resistance probably around a little bit around 35. And then more around 38.66. I don't think it gets up to that 38 level, but nonetheless, it's a good little move. Let's take a look at MCHP. This is Microchip. You can check out the news yourself. You can see the stock's trading up around the 43.60 level. There's not a lot of volume behind this move, so you got to be a little bit careful here. But I am seeing resistance around 44.90 today, so keep that on the radar. But either way, it's a good little pop ahead of the opening bell. You have some financial stocks out here doing well. Wells Fargo is one of them. Stock is trading right around $52.63 now. Closed at $51.29. The one thing I will say, watch for a little bit of resistance in this equity right around $54.45. If it gets up there, that's where you will hit some pretty good intraday resistance. Right now, stock is holding up well. I don't really see any problems. You have a lot of Chinese equities doing well. JD is one of them. Forget the exact news. I think this company did $1 billion share buyback or announced it. Stock's trading at 24, closed at 22.81. Again, this name needs to get above the 25.75 level in order to see higher price, but nonetheless, it's off to a pretty good start this morning. We're going to be looking at all these equities and more in the intraday stock chat. So if you want to trade these with us, come on over, take a 7-day free trial. You'll see everything that we're doing. Looking over at a few other names this morning, you have a lot of bank stocks that are doing well. Deutsche Bank, pretty good little pop here. Stock closed at around $28.31, now trading at $29.44, so that's a good little pop. There's really big resistance around 31.25 for Deutsche Bank. Let's take a look here at HSBC. You can see this one is trading at $39.19. Stock closed at $37.68. I'm showing big resistance around $40.40. Keep that level on the radar. If you could get through there, there's higher price to be found. Let's take a look at E-Trade Financial. I did see the news here, but I already forgot it. You can look at it for yourself. E-Trade is trading at around 26.25, closed at 25.37. Good little pop for E-Trade. Again, showing real good relative strength ahead of the opening bell today. So we'll have to see what that is. It looks like it was E-Trade did a balance sheet restructuring, so we'll see how that plays out. Got a lot of metals and mining names doing good. FCX, Freeport-McMoRan, trading at $10.32, closed at $9.71. That's a pretty good pop right there. So again, you're getting a lot of these stocks that have been beaten down to a pulp, starting to make some moves. Rio Tinto is another one. This is trading at $35.46, closed at $34.23. So you're getting a lot of different sectors and a lot of different market movers here today. Let's take a look at BHP Billiton, also in the metals and mining sector, trading at $35.05, closed at $33.75. So that's a good solid move as well. These will all be in play this morning. Let's take a look at BP. I did see some news there. I don't know exactly what it is, but you can see a nice gap up. Stock is trading at $31.82. I'm going to say there's going to be a little bit of resistance around $32.20 if it does get there. Hasn't gotten there yet, but watch for a little bit of resistance there in BP around that level. Let's take a look at SUNE. This has been all over the map as of late. Today it's getting a big bounce. There's news on this one. You can check it out for yourself. But right now, trading at $12.64, closed at $11.99. So that's another solid pop in this market. So we're getting a lot of different equities here that are moving higher. And anytime you get the futures up as much as they are, you'll see a lot of different equities popping as well. But today looks like a pretty broad-based rally. We'll see where this market goes. It looks like General Media is buying out Meredith for about $2.4 billion. So that's MEG, ticker symbol there. That's General Media. It looks like they're buying out MDP, which is, I believe, Meredith. So you can see that big buyout right there. Again, if you own this company here, MDP, which is Meredith, you do want to just trail your stop loss just in case something happens. But again, take profits off the table. Either way, this is a buyout. It should just go sideways for the remainder of the day. All right, let's take a look at the gold market. Gold is trading up 30 cents today, $1,121 an ounce. Not a big deal. Crude oil is trading down by 50 cents. Trading right now at $45.55 a barrel. So again, oil is trading a little bit lower. That should be beneficial to the overall market as long as oil don't collapse. But we'll see how this plays out. Either way, futures are soaring and roaring, up 32.5 points. Do have NASDAQ futures up 67 points. Both future indexes are off their highs, so you want to take that into account. But nonetheless, it is a pretty big gap up to start the day. All right, we're going to leave it here short and sweet. If you want to come over, trade with us, come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the Intraday Stock Chat. You'll see everything that we've been doing. We've been navigating through these markets pretty well, and again, we're going to continue to do that going forward. So come on over, you can trade with us, take that 7-day free trial again to the Intraday Stock Chat. With that being said, everybody, have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.